Oh, it's just welcome to the Pouring Away
Boom.
show this morning, everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, come on then. Hey, there it is.
Go.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here.
You know, the hair quotient isn't that off between me and Burt Reynolds in his prime. The hair situation is very compatible.
You like it, huh?
It's not an unflattering picture. Everybody on Facebook says, "Oh, I can't unsee that" and all that stuff, but it doesn't look
What's
that
wrong
bad
with
to
it?
me. I don't know.
It worked for Bert, right?
It's certainly better than my body now. How's everyone doing this morning? Feeling good? You got that coffee? We have a new opening coming up that I was privy to. It is the most fantastic opening I've ever seen for any show.
Yeah, it looks cool. I dig it.
It's so funny. I can't wait. So today we should talk about what's on the show. These are two guys. The guests are their names are Brandon and Will. They have a YouTube channel called Floppy Hat Adventures. Basically, they left America when Trump got elected president, and they're traveling all over the world. They're in Costa Rica now. They have no home base. Yeah, they're two gay. They're a couple. They're married. Mm-hmm. They're a gay couple, and Brandon's African American. So they have all these adventures, and some of which involve traveling while black and traveling while gay into these far lands they know nothing about. They're just a couple of really sweet guys. I met them. I guess I'll tell the story now. I met them completely by accident because my bad memory extends back a few years too. In 2016, I was interviewing for a job in Portland at the Oregonian newspaper. The editor subsequently left. But so I put out one of those Facebook things, one of those Facebook messages saying, hey, do I know anyone in Portland? And, I got some people saying, oh, I'm a couple of hours away, but, no. You're in Portland or you're not in Portland. I'm not
right.
So I get this message from somebody I don't know in real life, but who was a Facebook person whose name I recognized. She commented a lot on my stuff. Oh, my God, you and Will Sept should get together. He lives there. He's the most. I said, wait a minute. I know that guy. He comments on all my stuff. Let's do it. Set it up.
Wow, so small world.
Will Sept picks me up at my interview, and then I realized it's not the guy who I thought it was. It's a different Will B. And we laughed, but we just spent the whole day getting to know each other. He drove me around. I met his boyfriend. I met his mom, who was crazy. I just spent the day hanging out with this complete stranger because of Facebook, and he's just delightful. And
that's a story in itself.
Yeah, no, it was really nuts because he thought I was somebody that he knew too, but he didn't know me either.
That's funny. Wow. See, both of you guys could have killed each other.
That's true.
That's pretty cool.
He's doing a YouTube
so how did
channel.
you just kept in touch with him all these years or what?
Well, we had a fantastic
Or was it that
time.
not a long time?
He's so funny. We had a fantastic time. And so he followed what I did. I followed what he did. And I just love this idea that he had just to have no home anymore and just to... he also proposed to his husband, boyfriend at the time, through a flash mob, which was really funny.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Does he like the Beatles?
It's coffee talk with the Tika. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stephen and all his friends.
Hi.
That was a pretty cool little.
Before we were interrupted by the intro, I do not.
Good morning, America. Good morning. Good morning,
Hello.
man. Watching Corey and you, it's almost like watching in the trenches. God, it was really
Come
like
on
paint,
now.
watching
We're not
paint
that
dry.
bad, are we?
It's like, what? Come on. I was nice for a day, but I decided to be, well, big old me. I'm back, America. It is Coffee Talk with ADIKA. You thought I would change. You're absolutely wrong. I don't change for nobody. There's only one ADIKA, the obnoxious one, that is me, and there's only one idiot right over here. That is over here. That is him. Welcome. How are you this morning?
There we go.
I'm back. I tried to be Mr. Nice Guy for one day. It's not my style. I can't.
It's not your style.
It's not my. But I got to do big shout out over here to the people that are in the chat over here. Levi and Cassidy. Good morning. Good morning. Beautiful. Thank you very much for the lovely review, even though it won't stay up on my new podcast. But I'm on ADIKA's on iTunes. ADIKA's on podcast. ADIKA's in your
Pretty
life.
cool. Very cool.
And ADIKA's in your
You
bedroom.
can't escape it.
I might be in the middle of you and your spouse, your partner, whatever you want to call it. But ADIKA's everywhere, everybody. Don't you forget it. How about the angry guru, huh? Do you guys know about that? That was funny. That was funny too. The angry guru. We'll start off the morning with a little banter, I think.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
That works.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday, everybody. It's 8:07 a.m., September 2nd, 2020. You're probably asking, where are your children? Well, if you didn't make them yet, right now is a good time to make some. So, Corey,
Is your new thing being a 70s DJ?
I do like being a 70s DJ.
Coming up
What do you,
next,
in the
Pablo
words of
Cruz.
Debbie Smith,
We're going to play some Marshall Tucker.
yeah,
this
that's right.
morning.
We're going to play some Marsha Tuck. It's sexy. It's good. It's what's up. What's up, ADIKA? What up, Bill K? How are you?
Okay, in the house.
Daddy Bog. Good morning, Betty. Well, good morning to Daddy Bog. The Bogger is here. Reverend Jenny. Hello, Stefan. Mazel. Mazel, how are you? Good morning to you. That's right. Everybody's here. Everybody's getting ready. We got Betty
Good morning,
Collins.
Mama.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Betty Collins. And Audrey. Audrey, good morning. You looking pretty as ever. I see that picture of you. Good morning. Ah, boy. Oh, your boy, Roy Boy. Well, good morning at Daddy Bog. I notice you don't say good morning, Corey. Corey, what is going on in the world? Ashley Alexander needs to know.
I'm really Ashley's.
What?
In the what with who?
I'm his news source for what's going on in the world.
You are the man of reason. You're the voice. The voice. Come on.
I don't really know what's happening.
You don't know
I
what's
just know
going
what's
on.
going on in my world.
What is going on in your world? Is your wife back in your bathroom? That's what I want to know.
She cleaned it.
She cleaned your bathroom.
Yeah, she
That was
cleaned
a
out
message
the
for me.
bathroom.
Did she say anything about the show yesterday? That Stefan, had a good point. Or
No, I think no, she didn't say anything.
no.
She watched it.
Your wife never says anything. Stefan's actually right, Corey. You need to
Joanne, is she watching right now?
take charge and clean your own
I know.
bathroom.
I guess she's watching.
I got important news.
What?
I'm going to thank a Patreons. Hey, Jeff Davidson, thank you for joining. Thank you very much. I want Tim K. Thank you for joining. And Larry Salisbury. I love the name Larry Salisbury. Thank you for being. Cause I used to eat Salisbury Swanson TV dinner steak. So thank you for being here.
Those are good, huh?
Those were good, right?
You put the juice on the mashed potatoes?
Yeah. And it used to come. That one used to come with a Swanson's. It come with the chocolate brownie.
Yeah, brownie and
Yeah,
corn.
the brownie. Who in the corn? Who would go for the brownie first?
Me.
Me too. How about you, Corey? I know
Oh,
you
I
used
didn't
to.
like the steak.
But you used to eat Swanson TV then? What'd you like, the turkey?
No,
They put those little grill marks in it.
I
Yeah.
like the fried chicken.
The fried chicken? Really? Tell me what you remember about the fried chicken.
Biting into the. I can't even think about it now. But
Think
when I was a
about it.
kid.
How you put your mouth on
Did you put
chicken.
ketchup on it?
Ketchup? No.
How did you bite into the chicken? You like the crust, the crispy?
Oh, yeah. The skin's
You
the
put
best.
that corpse in your mouth?
And then the rubber thing.
The
was
rubber,
in
the
there.
skin, you'd see the stretch of the meat,
You'd see the actual goose pimple marks.
the goose pimple.
From the chicken when it was alive.
The skin was
And
on
I'd
it
be
still.
like, yum, yum.
It was thick. It was gooey, gutsy. It made you feel like a man biting it. You felt like Henry VIII, like ay, ay, ay.
Well, I was 14 or something.
14, and you loved the chicken fat and the taste on your tongue.
Mm.
I did.
Nothing like chicken
Hey,
fat in the
sometimes
morning
they
with a
have peach
DJ
cobbler.
voice.
Peach cobbler is what they had in there most of the time there.
Yeah.
Peach cobbler. Peach
That
cobbler
came with
by
the chicken, I
Corey.
think. Corey.
Joanne, break out the peaches. It's your
Yeah.
husband. Joanne, I'm going to eat you like a piece of Swanson chicken leg.
That sounded nasty.
Disgusting.
Through
Biting
headphones?
it. Eat. That's what Corey used to eat, corpse legs.
I did.
Corpse leg.
You did. I can't believe it.
Me neither.
Swanson corpse for dinner.
There wasn't
Hey, maybe
that
we
much
can get a
reading
Swanson
material.
sponsor.
I
No, it
wasn't really aware of my options at 9 years old. I mean, we had the Encyclopedia Britannica in the house. That was it.
That was it. Mitch Weissman. Look at that.
Hey.
Thank you, Mitch. Get all
What's up,
yourself
Mitch?
some coffee. Thank you, Mitch Weissman. That's very sweet of you. My idol, Mitch Weissman.
That's hard-earned money.
That is
Appreciate
hard-earned
that.
money. Mitch, I totally appreciate that. You're a good man. Thank you.
I love Mitch. Mitch is awesome.
If you guys, Mitch Weissman is actually going to be on my podcast because I'm taking the shows from yesterday. All my troubles, they're going to be on there. We got Mitch is the fabulous Paul McCartney from the legendary Beatlemania show, Winter Garden Theater. The first of the first the first of the first.
Well,
But
Anyway,
many other things.
yeah,
Look him up.
Yeah, Mitch Weissman also, as our psycho kiss web person will tell you. Tell him. Gene Simmons, radioactive.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Make Believe.
I want to know. I want Mr. Make Believe, huh?
Hmm?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You make believe every day. Put on the boots.
I do. Well,
Put on.
Yeah,
Which
somebody
one,
else sit in the
Gene?
hot seat. Come
Yeah.
on, somebody else sit in the
Yeah.
hot seat.
No, Team Adika, Levi and Cassidy. Did you see that yesterday? There's a lot of Team Adika flying. I was nice for a day, but I couldn't. I did. I couldn't do it. Oh, there he is, the fabulous, the legend, the vlogmaster. Where is he?
I just saw it.
It was Denise Kennedy.
you guys
Podcast
notice?
what? Where?
Uh-oh.
Denise, glad you asked about the podcast. It is everywhere. If you go into the link of my description of this show or yesterday's show, I put a link on there. It says Stefan. It says Coffee Talk Adika Live new podcast or the podcast. But there's a hyperlink. Click on it. It'll take you right there, along with a lot of other good stuff. You can
So, for those that don't know, it's basically the audio version of what you're watching, right?
So, yeah. If you want to go to the gym, there he is. Jeff Kidd, thank you very much. You better get a podcast like Adika. Stefan's spending this week $2,500 to fix the wife's car, transmission. So no super chats for a while. Nope, don't worry, Jeff. I've been down that rabbit hole. The
transmissions are
transmission.
on the butt,
It is a pain in the butt. It is.
but you know how to work on them.
No, my Avalanche, Chevy Avalanche, I needed a transmission, and I don't know. I don't think I spent that much, or maybe I did. I don't know. It's like when you go to the mechanics, you got no choice. Your car is there. Well, this is what it's going to cost. It's already there. So what are you going to do? Take
I
it
had
back?
one go out on the BMW. That was fun.
Oh, that's not good. Laura G, thank you so much. Team Adika in the trenches held my attention for maybe 20 minutes.
Did you notice that
Ouch.
our entire
Ooh,
crew,
Laura G, mwah, thank you.
our
Thank
entire
you, sweetheart.
crew went over there, and we were all in the chat, and the only thing that we wanted addressed wasn't addressed at all. This show and why he left. I wanted to hear him say it, but they didn't even mention us. They didn't even mention you. I think they have a nickname for you or something, Skinny something. I don't know.
It's okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk in coy, and it's like I like everybody goes, oh, he always promotes the show. That's good. He's thinking about me. Well, I promote you for one reason, because it's so goddamn awful. They're gonna come back here and go, thank goodness we got Coffee Talk. It's back. Don't ever go off the air and leave us in that hell. You thought it was gonna be nice, Corey. Corey, it doesn't last long with Adika. Hey, Days with John the Lion.
People asking about Coffee Talk, and it doesn't get addressed once. That's almost like watching OJ tweet about the football pool, and then seeing the whole chat fill up with, "Oh, is that right, murderer?" And then he doesn't address it.
The best was Ryan goes, "Oh my God, I never heard that story before." Because it's like me telling my Dee Dee Ramone 100th story in a row. No, my Eddie Van Halen story, or what is it? My Brian May story. I only have 3 stories, and I keep telling them all the time. That's right. I make fun of myself before anybody. 20 minutes was 15 more than I could take. Oh my God, I rather get like go to the doctor and get my blood withdrawn. I'll tell you something. How about Ryan's face with the Phil Spector story? Because Mike,
I've never heard that before.
I never heard it. But you know what's good about Mike's Phil Spector story it was exactly like when the first time he said it on Coffee Talk. It didn't change, so you know he's telling the truth. There was no ad lib. The story was exactly the same, and that's
Mike's
right,
a straight
kids.
up guy, though.
He's a straight guy. The story never changed. It's exactly how it was on Coffee Talk, where you hear your news first, ladies and gentlemen. The only channel.
The Colonel. I can tell.
The Colonel. I just couldn't watch Roxy. He bores me. But I read the chat. I read the comments, and we have a couple of our loyal people in there, and I see a couple of the old people that left, and they're very polite. They're very kind. Oh, they're all talking. They're all friendly with each other. But you guys all know the truth. You know who your daddy is, as Daddy Bob would say.
I'm not going to say the name, but I saw somebody comment on you, and they said, "Who?"
Oh yeah,
Like,
that was the Angry Guru. That was the Angry Guru.
Oh
Yeah, the Maharishi, the Angry Guru with peace, love, and fuck Stefan. I love you all. Corey's laughing. Corey, why are you laughing at that? You want to laugh? Right?
I actually don't fault him. I mean, he's
peace, love, and fuck Stefan. Laka
I
Gravis.
I wouldn't want to watch Paul McCartney do a podcast either. He'd be awful too.
Yeah.
The thing is when you're in front of an audience for most of your career that laughs at anything you say and just is happy to be there in the audience, it trains you the wrong way. It trains you to think that everything you say is golden. So you don't really get that comic, training of, oh, okay, I have to be really funny to make this work. So he's doing a show based on the between song banter that goes over in an Alice Cooper show. It doesn't work.
You got to interact with the audience, and we just had a comment up here right now. The main thing is there's no interaction with the audience. They're just talking by themselves. You are so needy. Roxy does interact with the audience the same level. It's a different show. We can like steak and cheesecake, and Rabbit 777 is true. Look at the Colonel's the one who brought attention to the Angry Guru. The Angry Guru. I hope he's forced to eat 1,000 hamburgers. I mean, come on. You got to, it's about. Sometimes you can't get to all the comments when you have a guest on there because my attention's all over the place. But you gotta. I try to slip them in. When somebody's in a deep story and somebody puts a random question up, I'm trying to look at your questions out there and put it into the story what's fitting at the time. Bob, Coffee Talk with ADIKA, my mod in today's show. Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much. Bob, I'm glad you want to know about today. We got to help Bob out. What's going on in the news? Come on, Corey. The Corona schmeckle, all that stuff. Is there another wave coming back? Should we hide in the closet? What should I do?
We're still in the first wave.
We are, right? I got relatives coming.
But it's coming.
My stepdaughter is coming over. She's supposed to be healed. How do I present this thing? Do I ask her for papers? Before you come in the door, I need papers. Slide it under the door. But then I can't touch the papers. Corey, my wife's watching probably.
No.
Help me out, Dr. Corey.
You told me some things that you didn't want repeated on the air, and they changed things. They changed I flip-flop back and forth on this twice.
So who's right?
There's no right or wrong.
ADIKA.
I don't envy you.
You don't envy me. Well, that's why sometimes it's tough to be a YouTube sensation. Bob, sad about Graceland. How about that?
No.
What happened?
About Graceland?
I didn't hear about it.
Graffiti. They ruined. They trashed it. Right?
What?
Did you see that, Corey?
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see the pictures?
No.
Now, how
Jordan,
security out there.
Days with Jordan. Oh my God.
Wait, so they can't just remove graffiti?
Dude. Oh, let me find a picture really quick, you guys. Thank you for putting it up there. Hold on. I can't believe it. You didn't see that?
No.
Somebody's going to get their ass kicked over that. You watch.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me see if I could find it. Corey.
Oh, wow.
Can you find the picture? Graceland? It's clean. Oh, Jenny says it's clean now. But I don't even know where to begin. Graceland. They disgraced it. Come on. Why would they do that to Graceland? Graceland?
Stupid.
My wife, Joanne, cleaned it, actually.
She probably did, huh? You're like Elvis. You won't let nobody in your bathroom.
Well, she was actually afraid that that you would make me take the phone into the bathroom. And
I want to. Right here. Images.
It's clean now.
It's clean now. But what they did to what? Look at this for a second. Hold on. Let me put this in here. Share the screen. I want to share some news for the people who don't know. Maybe Graceland. That's right. Hold on. Right there. Share. Boom. Boom. Look, I can't. Oh, that's the guy cleaning it right there. There's a picture. Here, right there. Put on this picture right there for you. Look at it.
Wow.
Well, that's outside the gate. Okay.
As else
But you mean to
educated.
say nobody saw that? Come on.
They did the Black Lives Matter thing on it. I mean, it's look at it. They vandalized it.
Abolish TCB?
TCB, huh? Or TC?
Is that what it
No,
says?
no. Save. Look, the fun. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, look. What a pretty place. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
I suppose their point is that Elvis stole from the black musicians.
Ah,
at
here we
that.
go.
But
Oh,
look at
come
it,
on.
I mean, he popularized their
Oh,
songs.
come on.
They
The fun. Look.
And even if that was the case, how long ago was that? Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I'm just trying
No,
to get.
Elvis
inside
did.
their head.
Elvis was. Come on. Elvis was a
Everybody wants a
fan.
reason to be offended now.
Elvis was
Bullshit.
Elvis was far from. I don't think Elvis was. I think he was far from being a racist. That's it.
Oh no, not at all.
Well, he certainly was no Pat Boone. He didn't take their music and completely whitewash and anglicize it. He gave it. He maintained
Elvis-
the R&B.
He put his own spin to it.
Elvis had
Everybody
soul.
thought he was black when you heard in the 50s when you heard Elvis on the radio, you thought he was black. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, the colonel, even the colonel. Look, the colonel. He's upset.
No.
Yeah. Look at what's Mr. Conspiracy, Leonard Nimoy of the vlog. What's he think? Days with Jordan the Lion. Nah, they just defaced it, knowing it would get national attention. See, look at I like.
Jordan's probably right.
Yeah, Jordan's.
Yeah.
You agree with Jordan, huh? Look at you,
Yeah. There's no debate on this
Ah.
one, Jordan.
right? Look at that.
Wow, you guys just made a virtual hug.
That's it. You guys just made up. Reunite.
I like Jordan a lot.
So
Yeah, I think his YouTube stuff is terrific. I watched some of it before I knew who he was. I'm a fan.
Yeah, look, Tracy. Elvis was raised in black culture. It was what he knew. You're right.
Yeah.
It's Elvis. He was the king. It's just terrible. Okay, Corey. I think we are ready for segment 2 of the show. I read Kanye West is soon to get on. Is he? Audrey? I didn't know that. I don't even follow Kanye West. I don't know if that's a joke or not. He's a maniac, that guy.
Well, I thought Trump was a joke for that.
Oh, I gotta. I don't want to upset people up there, but
No, I don't want to upset people either.
Jeff Guttison. What's he say, Jeff? Stop it! They got nothing else to do. You got Jeff yelling all the way in Queens. See, you guys upset Jeff. Don't upset him. Don't upset Jeff, everybody. Okay, Corey, tell us, what do we got coming up next?
These are the Floppy Hat Adventure dudes.
Real exciting.
Will and
Yeah.
Brandon. They live in Costa Rica, but they actually live all over the world. They left America, and they are just documenting their adventures on YouTube on a channel called Floppy Hat Adventures, and they're just delightful people. I got to know Will really well by accident 4 years ago.
That was a funny
By
story.
accident.
So you did. I guess Stephen didn't hear you. That was funny.
No, I didn't hear you. We're going to hear it right now. Ready,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen? Please welcome Corey.
Will and Brandon, Floppy Hat Adventure guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the
From
show,
the hot
guys.
tub. Cool.
From the
What's
hot
up,
tub.
guys?
How are you doing, guys? Gentlemen, how are you doing?
You showed us that pants on.
Look at
Good morning.
this.
Good morning.
Did you
It's
just show us that you were
it's-
clothed? Did you just show us that you had clothes on? You
Yeah.
camped out?
We are we were going to get naked, but we heard it could boot you off the air, which we don't know how you'd feel about that. So we figured we'd wear some shorts for you. But
I love it.
we
Well,
did
thanks for
bring the wine. I see we're the only ones that drink wine at 9:15 in the morning. Okay, all right, no problem.
No, my friend. You could drink the wine. Actually, I got tons of wine here. I just brush my teeth, and I'm worried. Maybe you could help me out. You guys are world travelers and all this. When I do the whitening, would it stain right after you whiten your teeth? You have to maybe not drink the wine. You have to maybe wait an hour.
It's gonna stain regardless.
Yeah.
So just drink the wine.
Just drink the
I know,
wine.
just get wasted. You wasted with
Yeah.
my teeth stained.
Well,
That's it.
once you're blacked out, you're not going to care whether your teeth are stained or not. So
That's true.
it's okay.
That's true. But yeah, were you ever stuck alone in a hot tub with Corey? Then there's a problem.
I
That's a
don't think
problem.
that was part of our day.
That's a
That-
problem.
that's-
I don't think Corey would allow that.
So guys, I want to know everything about you guys. So because I just jumped in, I was running late. I was on the Peloton machine getting my getting fit for everybody here. I want to get my sweat on and get my heart pumped up. And I wanted to give you a better introduction like that Schnook gave you. So I'm sorry about it. It's like, why couldn't you put some life into that, Corey? Ladies and gentlemen, Floppy Hat Adventures. Welcome to the studio. You do like a depression. It's like the depression. Well, like, oh, guys, a Floppy Hat. It's like, what's with you, Levitan?
You'd think we're in a global pandemic or something, Corey.
Right. You know what, guys? What I'm going to do for you, Corey, go clean the bathroom. Your wife's calling, Corey. All right. So, hey, guys, welcome. Welcome. This is another friend of Corey. He's gone.
What kind of wine are you having?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
It's literally the cheapest one I could find at the store. So it's a Merlot Malbec combo.
Okay. Any cheese you got there? You like a little cheese? You like a little food with, like little snacks with the wine? You guys just go
little fruit. Fruit with our wine, but
no cheese in the hot tub.
No cheese in the hot tub. Okay, I need to have a little cheese and stuff. I need to know. You guys got a YouTube channel first of all called Floppy Hat Adventures. How long's that been going on?
About 2 years.
2 years.
2.5 years. Right?
Yeah.
2.5 years.
Okay. Tell me why and how did you decide to start it?
Well, we pretty much sold everything 3.5 years ago and decided to sell down to a backpack and a carry-on item and travel the world. And we were thinking of names, and we couldn't call it Floppy Cock Adventures. So we had some floppy hats. We need to keep it family friendly, reasonably. So don't ask us to talk about the time we went to the sex club in South Africa for research. Because this is family friendly, remember. So basically, we decided we had some floppy hats, and we said we need something catchy, something sort of witty and funny that the family would be okay with. So that's what we chose. And now we have like 50 floppy hats that are like chains around our neck that we barely ever wear. So how about that?
Here you guys go. Are you guys looking for a wife? I'm ready for some worldly adventures. Yeah, my wife wants to travel all the time, and she's married to me, Mr. I'm just happy where I'm at type of guy. I like the garage. I'm just like, I'll go to A, B, C, and I don't want to go. I'm afraid of the world. I'm a hypochondriac. You guys are world travelers. What made you decide to did you own a home? Were you renting? Or you just said, screw it. We're just going to live on the land. We're going out.
Well, before we started traveling, I was actually a little afraid of the world myself. I was kind of an at-home kind of guy. I had a corporate 9-to-5 job, and I was happy where I was as well. And you have a couple bad days at work, and your husband comes home and convinces you to drop everything and travel. And that wasn't really a hard choice.
It wasn't a hard choice.
Days of work.
It's almost like you guys are like my marriage. My wife has a real job, and me, I'm like, I have nothing going on, just a show. Did you have anything?
I'm looking at this, and I see we've got Joanne said she's packing your bags. I think your wife said she wanted to go. I think we're going to steal your guys' wives.
Go ahead. I'll have a cleaner home. That's for sure.
Damn.
Go ahead. My wife. Oh my God. It's like this. I want to ask you guys something. When you had your place, are you guys both neat or sloppy guys? Because you could be the sloppy Hat Adventures.
I'm pretty orderly, but he's really sloppy.
I'm a huge slob. I am a mess all the time.
Are you really?
Absolutely.
It's really hard.
Really? Are you a pile? Like got piles everywhere in the house? Like you keep piles? Like you have like there's a pile there. There's a pile here.
I've allowed it to go into what we call a junk drawer. So
now we have like 10 junk drawers all over the house, and it doesn't even have to be a drawer. It's just junk.
It's like screws, like screws from like 20 years ago. Like I'm gonna save the screw because I might need it one day, and just stays in the drawer.
What do you need that screw for that your mom gave you in 1997?
I thought you were talking about people. You're talking about tools.
Tools, people. Why tools? Yeah, tools. Screwdriver. If you have a screwdriver,
right?
Let me tell you.
Screws. Got it.
Let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna give you a tip right here. because I'm a YouTube sensation, right? You know what I do when the people are not watching anymore? I bring out a screwdriver. I just show this, and the numbers go up. A little screwdriver. I could talk about ozone layers, but hey, now this screwdriver, how do you open it? I'm going to show you right here on ADIKA Live. That's what I do. So
It's true. These channels with like kids opening toys, like and getting
Yeah.
like, million
It's ridiculous.
subscribers. I'm like, yeah, everybody has to dumb it down.
it's
Well,
ridiculous.
it's like those channels in what is it, Norway, where you can watch the fire burn for 10 hours. You know what I mean? It's like
totally.
this is where we're going as a society. I mean, I'm going to become a YouTube sensation. People can just watch me sleep and fart and snore in the middle of the night. You know, I expect to become a millionaire off that.
I do that.
You're totally right. Hey, it all started, I think, with the OJ chase. We all watched from a helicopter view of the white Bronco going. That's where it started, and we were like, Trevor, what's going to happen? But it doesn't happen. All you got is a speed. All you see is a speeding car. You never saw anything really. You're just watching at the roof of a car. And I was with you, Corey. You and I lived together.
Speeding most of the time.
Yeah. But remember,
I love that you guys remember. You know, usually it's like, where were you when you saw 9/11? Where were you when this happened? With you guys, I remember where I was when I saw the OJ chase.
No. We go deeper. I remember where I was when John Lennon got killed. I was about to take a shower. Howard Cosell.
They weren't even born yet.
I know. What year were you born? Tell us. I want to know. Tell us. Who wants to go first?
Well, I was born in 1982, so I would like to say that I'm close to 40. I hope nobody's watching this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm officially not a youngin' anymore, right?
No, you're 40. Come on. No, come on. No. And when's your birthday at?
January 5th, which is actually Elvis's birthday too. Holy shit.
How come you didn't go to Graceland and write happy birthday to yourself on the wall? That's what I want to know.
It all ties together right now. Unbelievable. We come full circle.
Yeah. So happy birthday.
I think I hope you're wearing pants right now, because I'm going to tell you to get up and give me your best Elvis pelvis move right now. Okay.
I am wearing pants, but I'm also holding the phone because I couldn't read instructions to have a laptop only for this stream. So I fear if I get up and do you my best Elvis pelvis, it's gonna, we're gonna have some video problems.
So you're holding that? That's pretty steady.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's young. He's young. He's not shaking yet. So you had a corporate.
I haven't fully atrophied yet.
No. So you had the corporate job. You convinced him to move out there. That let's go travel. Right? You were done with corporate world. Done. Yeah. What kind of job was the corporate world? What was it? Can you say?
It was corporate retail training and management. I ran training programs for a couple different companies in Portland, Oregon, and kind of shopped them around.
Portland, Oregon. So then what happened? Just you had a bad day and just said, screw it.
I'd been doing it for 7 years, and I was obviously, you work for a job for long enough, and you start feeling a little underappreciated, and that wears on you for a little while, and it was one of those kind of straw that broke the camel's back kind of things. Around Christmas time, I was just really tired. And he was like, by then it was around like the third or fourth time he kind of jabbed at me to
I jabbed at him
to try to come and move out and do the world travel. And by that time it was easy enough for him to convince me. So I said yeah. And we started traveling in December of 2017 and haven't looked back since.
What was the first place you guys went to?
Peru. We flew into Lima, Peru on January 3rd, 2 days before his birthday.
Yeah. And Elvis's
birthday. And stayed in a different country every 30 to 45 days until about a year ago when we stopped here in Costa Rica.
Is that where you're at right now? You're in Costa Rica?
Yes. Right si, mi amigo. Oh. So, we
speak so well. You're like a native, Will.
No, not at all. It's really bad, but I'm trying.
Costa.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. So Costa Rica, did you just say this is the spot that I want to be? We want to live here, or you just? decided,
Yeah,
we
pretty
ran out of
much.
money. We're stuck here now.
No, I promise we're not those kinds of travel.
Okay. Okay.
We have some money in the bank.
Okay.
No, we basically we got here and we decided, we'd been through 29 countries in 2.5 years, and we were getting tired of being in a bed every 30 days, and we were trying to figure out where to stay. So we got here, and we just fell in love with the country here. It's a really great place, and we just decided we were going to stay. And then the big virus happened, so it sort of helped us kind of make that decision.
It helped you. It's funny you said it because my wife was saying if we would have been in London, we could have been stuck there. Look, he got the language down.
Somebody was just coming to our gate trying to sell us something. That happened.
I'm the one that speaks Spanish. I can speak Spanish.
I've been to Costa Rica. It's a scary place too. There's a lot of shenanigans. Yeah.
Is it?
Shenanigans? Yes.
Really?
There's a
All right,
lot of shenanigans. Didn't you guys see? Wait a second. There's a vlogger that a guy from that worked at the hotel was trying to get in her room, acting like he was a maintenance guy. There's like a lot of trafficking and all this crazy stuff. There's like some murder things there. You'll Google this. This is some real Corey saved me over here. This is scary. It's scary.
So that happens everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
But we appreciate you trying to make us feel better about where we live.
Well, just don't know. The guy, somebody
came on your show today.
Yeah, well, I'm glad too because somebody just came on your gate. We could have seen somebody try to sex traffic you guys and never see you again. So Adika's here to save and help out.
You don't want to be sex trafficked. It's very painful.
Well,
how do you know about this, Corey? Tell me. What do you?
He did an experiment.
All right.
Yeah, it was for research, Corey. Remember, just keep saying that.
Yeah. Okay. So
can I ask him a question?
Go ahead.
So, you guys obviously you're traveling while black, traveling while gay, and you would have some probably hard times maybe in the South. Did you find traveling the world and it was easier, or that there were also some cultures that weren't accepting of who you were?
Well, I just want to say, don't travel to Bulgaria while you're black because they will not like you there.
Really?
Yeah, it was an interesting 3 weeks in Bulgaria. That was actually the first country that we, probably around the 8th country that we went to. We went back to the United States for 3 months to visit family, and then after that we started traveling again. And Bulgaria was the first place we went to in Europe. And yeah, the moment we landed, I mean, I'm getting stares, people mean mugging me, looking down the street. I got called the N-word while we were hanging out at a bar.
Hanging out at a bar. He was just hanging there, and a random stranger, and they prefaced it with, "Hey, no offense, but you're a yeah." So,
no way, just
no
like that.
Offense. Hey, he prefaced it with no offense, right? Because you can do that and get away with it,
and then offend somebody,
right?
But no, it was an interesting experience. That was pretty much the only country I really had any issues in. Obviously, traveling through Africa, we're gay, so we don't really show PDA anyway. But like, we had to be extra careful there, like in Egypt. But we had some really, really cool times there.
I will tell you, in a lot of countries in the world, including Egypt, there's no taboo with men showing affection. So you can walk down the street, you'll see men walking down the street holding hands, arm in arm. These are straight men, maybe, but it is part of the culture in many countries, Cambodia, Egypt, India, for there not to be this taboo against like emotion between men. So it was kind of interesting being able to be in, let's say, a hyper masculine and Muslim country like Egypt, and Brandon and I were walking down the street holding hands, and we would feel less comfortable doing that, like you said, Corey, let's say in the South, than we did in Egypt. So it was a very interesting experience.
Wow. That's wow. Corey?
I got a question.
That's great.
when you guys, okay, you say when you go to these countries, you're there for like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks max. Do you feel like when you're there, you don't have enough time to, like, in other words, how do you get adjusted to what you need to for the time being? You know what I'm saying? Like before you move on to the next one, is there like a comfort zone where you're like, okay, we don't really need to learn maybe so much of the culture or the language because then you're on to the next thing?
Yeah, I mean, for us here in Costa Rica, obviously we've been here for a year, so we feel like learning the culture and trying to learn the language is important. When we're traveling to a different country every 30 days, we made sure to plan out that 30 days. I'm the person that does all the travel planning, and
Okay, you don't go into
pretty
it
much-
blindly.
What do you do in the relationship?
Nothing. Nothing. Brandon runs the show, and I drink wine in the hot tub. That's all I do. I'm telling you, that's all I do. And also, just another part of your question, one of the really great things when you're going to a new country for us gay men here is there's apps. You know, like you may have heard of an app called Grindr. Well, a lot of these people go on that app for illicit purposes, but I'll tell you,
Wow.
every people have. I mean, is sex illicit? Should I have said that?
I don't know.
But anyway, everyone has apps, right? People all have apps for their communities, no matter who you are. And you just go on and you talk to people. You say, hey, tell us where to go or what to do, what the cool places are. Every once in a while, you get that person that'll say, hey, suck my dick or something like that. But you know, you just
Wait, was that
ignore
you? Was that you?
You know, you just say, hey, well, how about you just tell me where the nice coffee shop is instead?
Yeah.
And usually, you know, they'll give you that information. So I would say to answer your question, Michael, it's really a combination of technology, apps, and my wonderful husband here who runs the show and lets me be lazy all day and pile junk in the corners of our bedroom.
Don't upset me. Don't upset me with the junk. See, I was starting to like
It's a
you.
problem.
Stop. Yeah, why do you have to upset your husband?
No, that's cool because I was wondering if you went into it blindly, but you sound like you do a little research before you go. That's cool.
See,
Yeah,
see, with me-
There's
See,
extensive. I mean, I try and make sure we look at the most important places to see while we're in the country. Usually, we work Monday through Friday. Usually Monday through Thursday.
I don't.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we usually spend that time to go out and go on tours, take road trips, see, the most iconic places that we're in the country that we're in. So
and he plans 3 months in advance usually. So usually
Okay.
we try to be 3 months out so that at least we know we're going 3 months out. Now that we're living in one place, we don't plan at all. But when we were traveling, yeah, we were planning all the time.
yeah. We have a little damper to go traveling now, huh? I guess. A little right now.
This is actually our first post-COVID. Are we even post-COVID right now?
No.
Well, it's
no.
our first like in the midst of, or maybe towards the end of COVID or something, that we've gotten out of the house. Oh, Denise, I love you. Look at Denise, our spirit animal. See, I feel so special right now. That's when my gay voice comes out. So anyway,
I like the gay voice. I like that. I want it more to come out. I like it.
I need more compliments. Compliment me more. You'll get the gay voice.
Oh, I love that you're a hoarder and you got newspapers. That's the type of person I want. I love it.
There you go. So yeah, we're at an Airbnb right now. This is our first trip anywhere in 6 months, and it's pretty difficult because we have an adventure blog,
right.
and we haven't been able to really do much of anything with it, with our adventure blog. Looks like Just the Facts has a question. How do we generate income? So actually, that's a good question. I can just go in and answer the questions, right? That's okay.
Yeah. We'll put the questions up there and you answer them. Whoever wants to answer.
Excellent. So we actually, Floppy Hat Adventures does not generate income for us. We do get free travel and free tours and stuff through other companies by partnerships through them. Our income generator is actually, we have a digital marketing and web development company. We We have we build websites, and we do digital marketing for clients, mostly in the U.S., but we have a couple clients across the world. That is our primary business. But we are right now transitioning Floppy Hat Adventures into an adventure tour company. We were in the midst of working on that, and COVID happened, and now May of next year we want to start offering adventure tours all over the world, unique, one-of-a-kind tours, provided the world is not completely destroyed by next year. And we will hopefully turn Floppy Hat Adventures into the income generator that we want it to. And maybe transition away from our other business where we actually kind of have to work, because, you know, we want to do that travel blogger thing where we just sit on the beach and drink wine and money just flows into our account, right? Like, that's the goal. So we're hoping that we get to that point eventually.
That's a fun goal. I mean, I could,
cool.
you know, my goal would be the wine with the cheese. I like that, you know.
In the
Like
hot tub.
In the hot tub. No, you guys, no, I like where you guys are going, and it's good. No, it sounds good to me. Adam D, here's another question over here from
I
Adam
was
D
going
in
to
the
ask that
house.
too. That's cool.
The best place you've ever been. The first thing that comes to my mind is I'm going to actually give you 2 or 3 because I can't follow instructions.
Nope.
But the first one is Patagonia, so the southernmost tip of South America.
Argentina.
In Argentina, we were able to be there during the 1 week a year. This only happens 1 week a year, and we happened to be there for it unexpectedly when the weather is just right for this giant 300 feet tall, 90 square mile glaciers to cleave icebergs off of them, and you can hear it and see it crash into the lake below. It's quite an epic experience. And then my number 2, because I'm still not following instructions, and then Brandon, it's your turn, was the Valley of the Kings in Egypt, going into the tombs of King Tut and Ramses and all the tombs that were 4,000 years old and still completely intact, 100, 200, 300 feet underground. There's a valley with 83 tombs, and you could go into a whole bunch of them, and that was probably super epic. So I would keep going, but honey?
I mean, our Patagonia is probably my favorite, but since you already said that, I'll say actually Croatia. Going through Croatia was an amazing experience. It's you know, pretty Central Europe, and it's really accessible to the countries around it. So we were able to travel through Slovenia and Italy, and you know, Germany's close there, and you know, Bulgaria, and that whole area is super close to Croatia. They have beautiful beaches, great weather, and then another place for me would be Vietnam. I love Vietnam. The food was amazing.
Really?
There's an island called Phu Quoc, and it's on the western.
I call it Phu Quoc, but it's Phu Quoc.
It's on the western tip of the country, close to Cambodia, and they have beautiful weather there, and just amazing seafood, and yeah, just take a motorbike and travel around, and it's a lot of fun. So Vietnam and Croatia.
Yeah. So that was 4. Sorry, you asked for 1.
No, that's give us one more.
Well, one more. What would be one more? One more. I would probably say
Cape Town for me.
Yeah, South Africa.
Okay.
Not just because of the research we did in the sex club, but we really liked.
Okay, what did you see there? America wants to know what you saw in the sex club. You keep bringing it.
Well, you know, we were just taking notes. You know, it was just people having conversations about things. No, you know, this is family friendly. We were really just, it was for an article we were writing, you know, a blog or something. You know, we did not go back twice or anything like that.
Were they attractive people?
Yeah, South Africa was another really good one.
I also really like South Africa because it's a beautiful country. Like it's Cape Town is right on the Western Cape, and it's inland, it's desert, and the desert goes right to the sea. and there's beautiful mountains, and there's just a big diversity, a huge diversity of people there from all over the world. So I really loved Cape Town.
How do you guys get
Laura-
around in these countries? Like, do they have Uber services or buses or tour guides or what? How does that work? All the above?
Yeah,
Most cities have Uber.
except some
Okay.
cities, like in Colombia, you'll be picked up by an Uber and then stopped by the police while the Uber tries to tell you, say you're my friend. This is my sister's name. And then you have to pretend to be the guy's friend so that the cops let you go.
Yeah,
Because in a lot of countries, Uber is
it's
illegal,
Oh,
but
but
it's
wow.
still
Oh, wow.
people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
want their money. They don't.
actually most Central and South American countries, Uber works and the app still works, and
But it's technically
somehow
illegal.
they have offices in those cities, but the operations are illegal. So
Correct.
It's
So
funny.
yeah.
Wow.
Ashley,
Oh,
Will and Brandon can take over the show. The others can go before Stefan starts telling his stories, or Corey has something stupid, or Weve gets a kiss record out. You know what I am going to get out right now? I want to show you channel right here. Check this out. Let's see. And you guys could talk and give us a little.
We'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye. We'll stick together.
We're here. We're in Ethiopia. I mean, South Africa.
Oh, internet guy.
So we've been in South Africa for one day. This is the golf course near our place. Here's Brandon and his shuka. Say hi, Brandon and the shuka.
Brandon in the shooter.
Anyway, this is probably one of the most nicest neighborhoods I've ever been in. It's epic.
I'm sorry
I
about
have
the
to
bad
tell you
internet guy.
guys.
So really nice. So we just left our apartment right now. We're going to see the sunset.
In a second.
What's that? What's that?
I have to tell you guys, and Laura, I'm not going to forget your question about a funny story. Don't forget. Think about a funny
Well,
story.
that was a funny story
Laura
about
asked
our
that.
Uber experience.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if I could tell the audience too, if there's one video you got to catch now that
Mhm.
you've got our YouTube channel up, and I'm thinking about it, it's when I proposed to Brandon in Thailand, shut down the front of a mall, and on one of the main streets,
Let's go-
hired a
let's go find-
dance crew and a flash mob, and did it up. Did the really epic proposal to Brandon. So if I
got
could-
part two. Part two, okay?
Yeah.
part one is the huge drop. But after this Brandon goes up, that's a real cry.
That's a real cry right there, huh?
That's a real cry. That's a real cry. He's not embarrassed at all. Yeah, so part two,
Well,
after the dance
that all
crew, I
just
took him
happened.
up on a helicopter and we flew around Bangkok and all that stuff. So that's part two. But yeah, when you guys in your audience get a moment, check out part one, and that's honestly how I convinced.
Now we're about to get on this helicopter.
Oh,
And-
Great. I would never go.
Flight
I'm
over
looking
Bangkok.
I would never go on a helicopter.
So just get
This
ready,
is like
people.
intriguing me now.
Here we go.
that's
Yeah, me
adventurous
neither.
to you?
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Here we go, folks.
Brand,
We
but
are
it's
about
Mike.
to take off.
So I took a big chance with this helicopter ride.
I'd be scared out of my mind on this. Look at this.
Yeah, it was a little foggy for me to
I can't. That freaks the hell out of me. You know what?
Yeah, me
I'm gonna
too.
put.
Screw that.
I'm gonna put in here so people could find your show. Give them a little teaser. Put the description. We'll have people go there, check out their channel, Floppy Hat Adventures. Check it
You know
out on
what?
YouTube.
I've been on 3 helicopters. I've jumped out of an airplane with the flying LEVITAN. I've
Why?
bungeed off
jumped
the
out of an
stratosphere.
airplane. You're a
I'm
nutcase.
getting my own YouTube channel. I didn't realize I was adventurous.
You're not that. You're not going anywhere right now. The guy won't even. He wears a whole suit to take in a box from outside. He's not that adventurous. Come on. You're
No,
not that
hey, you guys
adventurous.
have no idea. You guys have no idea.
Corey, tell them what you do with your earthquake, your helmet. Do they know about the helmet?
No, they do not.
They don't know. You guys don't know about Corey's helmet, do you?
I did.
I have a helmet by the side of. We're in earthquake country now. I think Costa Rica is too, but yeah. And so I bought a helmet for my wife, and I bought a little helmet for our daughter, and I have them keep it by the side of the. We all keep by the side of our beds, along with shoes and a flashlight, in case there's an earthquake.
He's a nutcase, guys. Let's go back to the questions over here really quick.
So Luca asked if we've ever been to the Coochie tunnels, and I just want to say I did.
No, I haven't.
Well, I did before I realized I was gay. But okay,
The Coochie Jam. I get it.
oh boy. Family friendly. So, but just to let
That's
you
funny.
guys know, the Coochie tunnels. I'm trying to say that without laughing, but that is how you pronounce them. Are tunnels in Vietnam that the North Vietnamese used to basically defeat
Wipe
the
out
Americans.
Americans.
You know, it was just regular people in tunnels, basically taking out tanks and doing a lot of unexpected stuff. So yes, Luca, I have been there. Brandon has not, but I did go there, and literally Brandon has not. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, Corey goes to the dentist. That's how adventurous he gets. He goes to the dentist right, Corey? The guy's bleeding your mouth. It's like you're a world traveler. It's an Israeli dentist.
Oh yeah.
You're like a world traveler, Corey. It's like you went to Israel. You have him spitting in your in your mouth. My dad's from Israel. My dad's from Haifa, Israel, and that's how everybody talks. What's the matter with you? And they even when they're loving you, they're yelling at you. What? Natalie, have you heard of hanging a wild chime in your house to alert you of an earthquake, Corey?
I have an earthquake alarm that's based on that. Yes.
You should get an earthquake chime.
So what happens when it's in the middle of the night and you trip over your helmet?
Well,
Did you guys see it?
Brandon.
You guys see his bed? If a guy proposed to me big like that, I'd follow him to all corners of the earth. That was a
Oh,
you made
did they freeze?
that was a
everyone,
big.
everyone froze for a second. Was it us?
Oh, are we frozen?
No, well, we're
I'm not
frozen.
frozen.
Are we frozen
Oh.
to them? That was
Sorry,
A big,
third world internet over here.
that's what you picked the way you want to
That-
say. Don't
That
blame me.
took a lot of time to plan that, I bet, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It
Great.
took actually. Are you talking about the proposal, Michael?
Yeah. And how did you keep that where he had no inclination? I mean,
Yeah, how
that's
do you
just-
keep it?
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I was just a quick Cliff Notes version. I actually had a corporate job as well in Portland for a couple years after I escaped Las Vegas. I grew up in Las Vegas. That's how Corey and I have the connection. I was a horrible drug addict there, and my life was a disaster. I lost everything in the real estate crash in 2007 and was in the pits and out of rehab, interventions, the whole 9 yards. I finally moved to Portland to get out of that suck, and that's where I met Brandon. And I had a corporate job. Well, I to relieve myself of my problems in Las Vegas, I got this corporate job, but I didn't like it, and I eventually left that job to start my freelance career and start a business in marketing and web development. And since I was working remotely, I ended up doing a trip with a group called Remote Year. It's a company that does these travel programs for people that work remotely. And I went on this thing for 4 months. I left Brandon at home because I'm such a great husband. And he had a regular, he had his regular corporate job. So I went to do this 4-month thing in Asia, and he stayed at home. And while I was in this 4-month thing in Asia, I planned the proposal with this group called Remote Year. And when you watch the proposal video, a lot of the people that are dancing and the crowd that's there are people that I was traveling with on that program. And so that's it. It was 4 months planning it, but I had actually had a different thing planned. I wanted him to come in on a hot air balloon, and everyone was going to have a sign saying, "Marry me." And then the company got their license revoked, so we're not getting on that balloon. And then I changed it to a dance crew and a flash mob. So that's that's kind of how I planned that.
How did you guys meet? You two?
I actually saw him. I stalked him actually for a while, to be honest with you. No, I saw him in a bar one time, and I don't know what it was, but something in my brain said, you're going to be with that man for the rest of your life. And I don't know what it was. I didn't even talk to him that night. I didn't even meet him. And I saw him again 2 weeks later, and I went to go talk to him, and I was too chicken shit. I hadn't had enough to drink. My balls were all shriveled up in my body, and I just couldn't do it. So I missed him again. Oh, somebody's going by selling something again. Sorry about that, Bell. So I missed him again, and then I saw him again a couple weeks later at Gay Pride, and I went up to him, and I started talking to him, and we hung out, and we were drunk, and our phones were dead. So we wrote our number on a napkin, but we wrote it wrong. So neither of us were able to reach each other. So another 2 weeks go by. Now this is 2 months since I first saw him. And I'm in a car on the way home, and I'm on Grindr, the app I mentioned earlier, because I was single at the time. And I saw him, and I said, "Hey, asshole, thanks for never calling me or texting me." And he said,
"Hey, asshole, thanks for never calling me or texting me either."
And that's when we realized we had the wrong numbers. And,
Wow.
yeah, but then after that,
kind of fake.
I'll tell you a really quick funny story we tell everyone. We were on our first date, and we were playing the question game, and he says, "Tell me something weird about yourself." And what a loaded question, right? I said, "Well, I was born with 6 toes on each foot," which is true, by the way. I was born with 6 toes on each foot. For your audience to learn some useless trivia, that's called polydactylism. Mm-hmm. So I tell him that, and he looks at me, eyes wide, right? And I'm thinking, holy shit, this is over right now. And he looks at me, and he puts his hands up, and he says, "I was born with 6 fingers on each hand." How about that?
Really?
Yeah. So it was right about that point, realized we were mutants, and we were meant to be together.
Wow. What a wild story. Wow. That's you guys got a good story. It really is. Denise Kennedy, wow. It really is. It's a great story, you guys. Meant to be so sweet.
Is that melting your cold hearts right now? I hope so.
It is. I want to be the Scrooge of YouTube, and I can't. No, I really enjoyed your story. I think it's a great story.
Look, don't let us ruin your MO.
You actually stumped Stefan, and that's hard to do. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
He's speaking.
I think it's a great story. I think it's a great. Yeah, Sky's great question. What country has the best food, and what was the dish?
How's your arm holding up, Will?
Yeah.
You know what? I think the wine is making me forget that it's failing on me right now. And honestly, it's funny because my lack of preparation or reading instructions, my phone is actually at 8%. So whether it's my phone or my arm, if we just disappear, we love you guys.
No, we love you guys too.
What country was the best food?
That's why I was saying Vietnam.
You know what? Yeah. Vietnam, and how about that place we stayed at the end of the pier? We went to the end of a pier where this family had nets, and they had CB radios, and they were calling people on the boats, and the boats were bringing in the fish right then and there. They would put them in the net, and then they would bring them out, and they would cook them. So it was literally fresh fish right out of the ocean.
A big, huge bowl of soup, and like seafood soup, and rice, and a whole bunch of stuff for like 5 beers a piece for like $10. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was a deal. There was a deal. Look, Lucas says, "Thank you so much for being on the show, guys." Look, I don't want you on the go numb. I want you guys, put it back in the tub, shut the phone off, finish the bottle of wine. You guys reunite together right now. Enough of us invading in your life. I want to thank you guys for being on the show. Okay. Yeah. Really much.
Thanks for having us.
The YouTube channel is, I'm going to put the description in here when we're done, but I want you right now to tell them where they could find you guys.
So you can find us on YouTube at Floppy Hat Adventures, Instagram, Floppy Hat Adventures, Facebook, Floppy Hat Adventures. And once you know, we have a website that is floppyhatadventures.com. So check it out, follow us, subscribe, join the adventure. We fully plan on hitting the road again. So we're not going to be in Costa Rica forever. There's a tease for you. So follow.
Yeah, Denise Kenny she just subscribed to your channel. You know what? And watch the proposal part 1 and part 2. You guys have been wonderful here. Hey, you guys will come
Cheers.
back. I hope. Hopefully, you'll come back on this show.
It's a lot of fun.
Thank
We'll
you.
do it without Corey. We don't need him. Okay, you guys.
Corey, we're done with you.
You know, Corey.
Oh, wait. Corey didn't get to tell the story how they met, real quick.
Well, no, well, everybody else heard the story, but William, what were you thinking? Did you know me?
So somebody, because you remember, I was a journalist in Vegas as well for 10 years before my life turned to shit. And so I think for some reason, because you were a journalist, one of our mutual friends, I think it was Karen Baker, connected us and basically just said, hey, you two are a bunch of crazy mofos that are just totally bonkers. You'd probably like each other. So she connected us on Facebook. And because you are a crazy mofo and you are bonkers like me, I was always commenting and you were commenting. So we became Facebook buddies. And then when you came to Portland, you thought I was another William. I'm offended, by the way.
William.
Thanks. Thanks.
You thought he
Yes,
was
we're
another
real
William.
friends.
I did.
You did.
I thought he was the right. Yeah, because of my memory.
There's a lot of Williams in my life. My grandfather was William. But go ahead. Go finish the story. I'm sorry. A lot of Williams.
it was an awkward moment when I realized he wasn't the guy I thought he was, but actually he was a better guy than I thought he was.
Sorry to the other William who you thought I was, whoever the hell that is. But
That is one.
I forgot.
That's it. Okay. See, and that's it. Was Corey really Vegas famous? That's what we need to know. Was he around town the famous guy?
never heard of the guy.
Never heard of it. On that note, that's a good one. Look, I want to thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow, we're going to have Adam Hamilton. He's actually a producer. He's working on William's new blues record. You guys know William Shatner? He's coming out with a blues album. So he's coming on tomorrow. Adam, hopefully we're good if we have good internet. And at one time he was a member of LA Guns. We'll talk all that stuff. He'll be here tomorrow on Coffee Talk.
Bass player.
Yeah, bass player. That's right. Yeah, you know him. Everybody, we love you guys. Follow these guys. It's like a tongue twister. Floppy Hat Adventures on YouTube. We are Coffee Talk. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Goodbye. And hey, hit that like, subscribe, share it. We're on podcast now. We're all over. We're even in the bed between you and your spouse. Bye.